If you own a BMW F Series, which in my view are the most beautiful cars BMW ever made, please watch this video, especially if you have an M Sport steering wheel like this. Yes, in this video we will try and deploy an airbag I bought a couple of weeks ago from Aliexpress, and we will see if it actually works.
3, 2, 1.
But this video is not only about fake Aliexpress airbags. There is a major issue with the original BMW airbags as well.
The U.S. is still dealing with the largest vehicle safety recall in history.
Takata airbag recall.
Takata.
Takata. Takata.
Takata.
Takata.
Takata. Takata.
Takata.
The Takata airbag scandal.
You may have heard about the Takata airbag scandal in the news a couple of years ago, and so did I. I just always thought that it's related only to the older generation of the cars made around the year 2000. The reality is, however, that the same issue affected these airbags in the BMW F Series as well. Now, I was personally not aware of this issue until recently, when I was trying to upgrade my steering wheel on my M5. Now, if you never heard of the Takata issue before, feel free to Google it, and I will also post some links in the description for documentaries that I watched. Without going into too many details, the root cause of the issue with the Takata airbag was that Takata used a specific chemical which over the years got unstable. Once the airbag deployed, it not only inflated, but the chemical reaction was so violent that it tore apart the steel casing of the inflator and threw all the steel shrapnel towards the driver's face. Now, can you imagine that the device, which is supposed to save you, actually becomes a hand grenade that blows up half a meter from your face? Now, knowing all that, when I was looking at my upgraded steering wheel, I knew it couldn't have an OEM airbag, especially considering the price. So that made me think further. Where do these airbags come from? Are they even manufactured in China? Or maybe they are some old remanufactured airbags? There are hundreds of OEM airbags which are being sold on eBay, local Craigslist, Marketplace, and many other places, and some of them we can clearly identify as Takata airbags by their labels. Now, if you own your BMW F Series since new, you have probably been on the recall already. But if you don't, how do you know that you don't have one of these faulty airbags? What if your car has been in an accident and someone replaced your airbag with a used one from eBay? Based on the research I did, the recall was often done in two stages. In the first stage, they replaced the airbags with new ones, but essentially with same chemicals, just delaying the issue. Later on, the owners were recalled again to replace the airbags second time, hopefully with the one that should hold. When Takata Corporation filed for bankruptcy in 2017, it was taken over by Joyson Safety Systems. So all the M Sport steering wheel airbags since year 2018 should be made by JSS. Now, I was trying to find any information on what kind of chemicals JSS is using for these airbags. Unfortunately, I couldn't find any. Well, with everything I learned, I came to a conclusion that I can't really trust any of these M Sport airbags. Ironically, the original steering wheel which I had on my M5 had an airbag from different manufacturer, and that one is supposed to be safe. So am I going back to the original steering wheel now? Well, it was one of the options. However, I really like the design of the new steering wheel, so I decided I'm going to buy a brand new OEM BMW airbag. Even though I don't know if this airbag is already using safer chemicals, given it is new, and the way I understood the issue is, it should give me at least 7 years of use without too much risk. And that is actually my recommendation to you guys as well. If you have an M Sport steering wheel like this, try and reach out to BMW and get your airbags replaced, citing the recall. Maybe they will replace it. Worst case, just go ahead and buy the airbag yourself. So let's compare now the airbag which I received with my Aliexpress steering wheel to the one which I ordered from BMW. At a first glance, they look nearly identical. The quality seems to be really comparable. One thing that is obvious, and I mentioned it in my previous video as well, the JSS sticker seems to be fake, as it has different font and different logo. Also, these retention pins, which hold the airbag in place, have a slightly different shape, and I noticed on the pictures that this shape was used in the older Takata airbags. Another clue is here at the manufacturing date stamp. If you look at the OEM airbag, it has simply the date stamp into the sheet metal, as it should be. But if you look at the Aliexpress airbag, you can see that there is like a raised frame around the numbers. That seems like someone used a rectangular press from the other side of the casing to remove the original date stamp, and after that they stamped in new numbers. So does this mean that this Aliexpress airbag is the old Takata airbag just remanufactured? I don't know, guys. I leave this for you to decide. Let me know down in the comments. Anyway, I have now two airbags. And even though I could sell this Aliexpress airbag easily, I couldn't live with the feeling that it could potentially hurt someone. So the next best thing is deploying it. First, I'm going to mount the airbag to this piece of wood so that it doesn't flip to the side. To do that, I'll just drill 2 holes for the retaining pins and cut out a shape for the wire connector. It seems to fit okay. Now I clip off the connector, as we won't need that anymore, and connect a long 20-meter cable, which I will pull into my hideout in the garage. Then I use screws from both sides to hold the airbag pins into the wood. Against my better judgment, I decided to deploy this airbag in my backyard, hoping my daughter's bunny and my neighbor's cat and dog won't mind it too much. Now I just prepare an old battery, connect one wire, and everything should be ready. As a last step, let's make sure all of the cameras are running. Okay guys, everything is ready. The airbag is outside. I can't really see it from here, but we're definitely gonna hear it. So once I connect this cable, it should go off. So let's do this. 3, 2, 1. Still smoking. I need to wait a bit. Okay, so it's about 5 minutes later now, but it's still smoking, so I'm a bit afraid to go closer. Okay, let me try and get the cameras. Okay, so it's not smoking anymore, so let's check it together. It seems the bag seems to be alright. There are no ruptures or anything. Well, this didn't hold too much, did it? Okay guys, so this seems to work pretty well. The airbag inflated as it should, and there are no holes in the bag itself, so it means there was no explosion and the inflator should be alright. So after all, it seems this Aliexpress airbag worked correctly. Now it's all on you, what you decide whether you want to replace yours. I probably wouldn't risk it. Well anyway, if you found this interesting, I appreciate if you like this video or leave down a comment. What remains for me to do is to install the new airbag in the car, and that's gonna be it. Thank you very much for watching. Okay, let's see if there are no airbag lights.